Welcome back once again, all of my low carb friends, and for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Today I have another very easy no-bake keto candy recipe for you. Today I'm going to show you how to make keto Almond Joy or Mounds bars. And for those of you who have never had an Almond Joy or Mounds bar, the only difference is Almond Joys have nuts, Mounds don't. So even if you're allergic to nuts, you can still enjoy that creamy coconut filling covered in chocolate known as a Mounds bar. And if you want a printable version of this, you can check out my website at janetsdeliciousLowCarbKitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see lots of easy, delicious keto recipes, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time I put out new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And if you'd like to help support the channel, make sure you scroll down in the description of the video. You'll see some affiliate links. Anytime you purchase anything from those affiliate links, a small portion of your purchase will go to me and help support the channel. So, while you do all that, let's get cooking. In a large food processor, combine 6 ounces or 3/4 cup of canned coconut milk, just the thick portion of the canned coconut milk. You don't want the water portion, so don't shake up the can or anything. Just scoop out the thick portion, 3/4 of a cup or 6 ounces. Add 2 tablespoons of keto maple syrup or liquid sweetener of your choice. You do want this to be a liquid sweetener, not a granulated sweetener. A granulated sweetener will give you a grainy texture in the center, and the liquid sweetener also helps keep the filling together better. Also, if you want a really quick recipe on how to make your own keto maple syrup, make sure you stick around to the end of the video. I will show you a very quick 5-minute way to make keto syrup. Add 80 grams or 1 cup of unsweetened shredded coconut. Process on high for about 10 seconds or until your mixture starts coming together. Then scrape down the sides of the processor and then process on high for another 10 to 20 seconds or until the filling is fully combined and your desired consistency. Once the filling's all combined, scrape down the sides once again. Push all of your filling to the center of your processor bowl. Line a 9 by 5 inch loaf pan with parchment paper. Allow the paper to overhang just slightly. This just will make it easier to lift out the filling once it's all firmed up. Spoon the filling mixture into your prepared loaf pan. Use a spatula and spread the filling evenly throughout the bottom of the loaf pan. Then use your hands or a spatula and press the mixture firmly and evenly down throughout the bottom of the loaf pan. You do want to make sure that this is firmly packed and try to keep the top as smooth as possible. Once the filling's nice and even, then place the filling in the freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes or until it is firm enough to be cut with a knife without it falling apart. Once the filling has firmed up, remove it from the freezer and cut it into your desired size bars. I cut my filling into about 6 bars, but it's up to you and how big or how little you want your Almond Joys or Mounds to be. Once the bars are cut into your desired size, if you're just wanting to do a Mounds bar, you don't have to add the almonds. You can just leave it like this and put it back in your freezer to freeze up. But if you're like me and you're wanting to make the Almond Joy, then take 2 almonds and press them gently onto each bar. Make sure you gently press them. You don't want to break the filling apart. So just 2 almonds on the top of each coconut bar. Then place them back into the freezer for another 15 to 20 minutes or until they are firmly set. Just before you're ready to remove the coconut filling bars from the freezer, place a 9-ounce bag of keto chocolate chips in a wide microwave-safe bowl. Add 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. The coconut oil is optional. I put it in because I think it gives the chocolate a more silky texture. But if you don't want it in there, you can just use the chocolate chips just by themselves. Microwave on high for about 20 seconds or just until the chocolate chips are barely starting to melt. Use a fork and stir the chocolate chips and the coconut oil together so they don't burn on the bottom. Then put it back into your microwave on high in 15-second intervals until the chocolate chips are fully melted. Make sure you use a fork and stir after every 15 to 20 seconds. You don't want this to burn, so make sure only 15-second intervals and stir after every interval. Line a large baking sheet with parchment paper, then set it aside. Remove one of the coconut filling bars from the freezer and place it into the melted chocolate. Then use 2 forks and turn the filling over until it's fully coated with the chocolate. Once it's fully coated, carefully use the 2 forks and lift out the coated filling and allow any excess chocolate to drip back into the bowl. Then place it on your prepared baking sheet and repeat the dipping process until all of the coconut filling bars are coated completely with the chocolate. Make sure when you're doing this that you do not take the bars out all at once. You want to make sure that they stay frozen and firm. If you take them out and then just let them all sit on the counter while you're coating each one, they'll most likely soften and then start breaking when you're coating them. So take one from the freezer, coat it, place it on your prepared baking sheet, then take another one from the freezer and coat it and put it on your baking sheet until they're all coated and put on the baking sheet. Once they are fully coated with the chocolate and placed on your baking sheet, place them back into the freezer for another 15 minutes or until the chocolate has firmed up solid. Once the chocolate has all firmed up, remove the bars from the freezer, place them on a serving platter of your choice. If you do have any leftovers, store them in an airtight container in your refrigerator for up to 1 week. Eat and enjoy. In a small bowl, whisk together 1/3 cup of brown swerve or brown sugar sweetener of your choice, 1/3 cup of monk fruit sweetener or granulated sweetener of your choice, a half teaspoon of xanthan gum, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Sift or whisk these all together until they're fully combined and there are no lumps in the dry ingredients. Place 1 cup of room temperature water in a medium saucepan. Bring it to a low boil over medium heat. Reduce the heat to low and gradually add the brown swerve and monk sweetener mix and whisk continuously while you're adding it and the mixture has come back up to a low boil. Simmer over low heat about 1 to 3 minutes or until the mixture is smooth and has thickened. Once your syrup has simmered and is nice and smooth and is thickened, it will thicken some more as it cools. Remove it from the heat and immediately add 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1/4 teaspoon of pure maple extract. Whisk these together until they're fully combined. Allow the syrup to cool completely before you use it in this recipe. If you do have any leftovers, allow it to cool completely. Store it in an airtight container at room temperature for up to 3 weeks. Eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.